Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Harshit, and I am here with an amazing video where we will be learning how to scrape, right? Scraping is one of the most important things that you can do when you learn how to code. Also, I can't code, but as you guys know, I use Cursor to do all the coding, and I'm a complete non-coder who can now build scrapers with just coding. But there's a problem here. Anytime you scrape, there are blockers enabled. Let's say you're scraping YouTube, right? When you're scraping YouTube, let's say you're trying to scrape the thumbnails, titles, descriptions. You're basically taking all of this data so that you can use that data to come up with your own thumbnails, the best performing ones. So that's basically what scraping is. You're going to all these websites and then you're collecting data. Sometimes you're not allowed to do that, and then websites have these blockers, but there's always a way to bypass a blocker, which is basically masking your IP. You're basically going to be like a normal person somewhere around the world, and you're just browsing through the internet. And you do that with proxies. So here's a tool that we're going to explore. So the tool that I'm talking about is called Tulip. Tulip. So Tulip is actually a premium proxy provider, and it's also super pocket friendly. If you can actually look at the pricing is like so cheap. It's like $0.2 per IP, and you have like different types of IPs as well. You can actually choose a shared data center or a dedicated data center proxy or global ISP proxy. For this use case, I'm going to use a global ISP proxy, or even a search engine ISP proxy would work as well. So this is what they are. I mean, this is one of the best tools that you can actually use because you would always need a proxy because you have to mask your IP, right? And even if you're not scraping, even if you're just doing something like super normal, browsing the internet, you don't want your IP to be shown, right? So that's when you can use different IPs or proxies, right? So now let's look at some use cases. So how can you actually scale your businesses? So proxies are actually the secret sauce to scaling your business. By routing activities through different IPs, proxies let you gather data, manage accounts, and automate tasks. Listen to what it says, automate tasks. And that's what I'm going to do here. Completely hands-free. We're going to automate a task where I'll be looking at one of my competitors, or I wouldn't call it a competitor, like another creator of mine in my niche, which is Greg Eisenberg. You guys have already known about Greg Eisenberg for sure. I watch his videos. They're super cool. And I think Greg gave me inspiration to, create my own YouTube channel as well, right? So, but again, what I want to do is I want all these titles. I want to see why Greg is winning. So what I did was I basically built a complete um, Python script which goes and scrapes YouTube of Greg Eisenberg or the titles and puts it in a CSV file. Later, what I can do is I can just put the CSV file into ChatGPT and say, hey, I've just made a video on this. Give me a title like Greg Eisenberg, and it's going to give me the title. So in this case, I'll be having higher performing videos. So I hope you guys get the point, right? And it's not just YouTube. You can scrape LinkedIn for emails, and then you can do cold outreach. You can do anything. The potential is limitless. Is IPs and then proxies solves this. So I hope you guys get a better understanding of this, and you can actually overcome restrictions as well. Proxies actually help you bypass online restrictions by masking your IP addresses, allowing access to content and data from anywhere. So yeah, I think this is the best tool. It's actually self-explanatory, and you guys kind of already know that. And the best part is, the moment you sign up, you get a free proxy. You get like one free proxy for a couple days that you can just use and explore. So this is what I've done. I've taken this, I've copied all of this, put it on Cursor, and then wrote the script. Now, you guys want to see the magic? Let's get started. All right. So now we know Greg Eisenberg, and then I've already put all the proxies inside the code. And now here's what I'm going to do. And in the link as well, you can see Greg Eisenberg's videos. Now, guys, let's go ahead and run the script, and it's all going to be hands-free. All right. Let's start. Python 3 main.py. Enter. IP test successful, HTTPS test successful. Again, it's actually doing another HTTPS test. Tulip is now active, and that's the masked IP. Location, it says United States, which is actually not, right? That's not my actual location there. And now there's all hands free, guys. The scraper is gonna scrape through everything. I am completely hands free. It's just gonna scrape through everything. If I don't know if you guys have seen this video by Claude, where it does computer use, and it basically does this. It opens the entire website. It does all the tasks. It's basically just this. All right, wait. Let's see. Okay, let me just allow this. Okay, look at what it does now. Next, I'm actually going to show you what the code also does. If I just show you here, right? Let me found the channel name. Now it's going to slowly start scraping. My internet's a little slow, that's why it's taking a little bit of time. Again, hands free. It's opening the first video right now. It's doing the job. It's going to scrape through everything.
AI agents are replacing.
I'm just going to mute this for a second.
Teams of.
Yes, I'm just going to mute this for a second. And now if you see, it's scraping everything. You can look at everything, right? Video 1 done, video 10 done, everything's done. Now it's going to go ahead and scrape these titles. Imagine how difficult it would be if I was just scraping with a normal script without a proxy. Like without a proxy, it's super difficult to do that. And this is a proper large-scale industrial scraping. You know, guys, I'll just relax. I'll just fold my hands and relax. It's gonna do everything for me, guys. That's it. That's the magic of Toolip Proxy. So guys, you should definitely check Tulip out, because without proxies, you're like handicapped. You really can't execute the best of the scripts, right? I mean, guys, this just feels like magic. It's just scraping everything. And then with the proxy, I'm basically masking my IP address. Guys, this is fucking crazy, guys. Look at everything, right? It's gonna scrape through everything. And scraping through, okay, likes and date is something I haven't, given so much importance to, so I just left it at the titles itself. So that's why the likes and dates it's failing, but I just left it there. But as you can see, it's already started creating the file. I can't open this file because I'm on a Mac. Maybe I'll just convert this into CSV file next. But that's basically what it's doing. Imagine how difficult it would be to scrape without, without having a proxy, right? So basically, that's what the use case is. You can mask and you can start scraping. And the entire game is about data. And now that I have this data, I'm going to tune it the way I want to. Maybe I can put this in an LLM, tune all the titles in a way that I want to, right? So that's what basically the use case is. I'm just going to let it run for a couple minutes again, and then we can end the video. All right, so I think I'm just going to start scraping this right now, because I've got around like 11 good titles. So yeah, I think this is great, right? I mean, we've got a lot of content here. We've got a lot of things in my XLS file. And now I can just use this data to the way I want to, like I said, an LLM, or try to tune this data into creating new titles for me, and then trying to go viral like Greg Eisenberg, maybe, right? And maybe soon even reach 100,000 subscribers. So now I guess you guys understand what the use case is. Definitely go check out Tulip. It's like a flower, right? Like Tulip. Tulip, T-O-O-L-I-P. Go check out Tulip. Try this for yourself, and I'll actually open source the code as well if you guys want to try out the whole scraper thing. But yes, this is literally a game changer and a very important tool, of course, right? Yeah, that's all for the video, guys. Thanks again for watching. See you guys again in the next video.